Moving on then with our walkthrough throughput. So don't forget these are deemed to be the trickiest of the section B questions. And we said that throughput's only interested in materials. It's only interested in materials because that's the only variable cost according to the throughput. It says everything else is a fixed cost, and that will be quite important later. Okay, let's have a look at a question about the throughput accounting ratio. I want you to know that if you improve your throughput per hour, your sales less material cost per hour, you will increase this ratio. If you lessen your factory cost per hour, you will increase that ratio. Okay, and obviously the opposite for a decrease. Now, the first question here I think is quite tricky. If you increase the machine hours, well, it has no effect on your throughput per hour, because your throughput per hour is per hour, regardless of how many machine hours there are. But you might think, well, that applies to the factory costs per hour as well. But it doesn't. The factory costs are deemed to be fixed. So they're spread over the number of hours. So if you increase the number of hours, you lessen your factory cost per hour. So that would be an increase. That was tricky, I think. This one, not so bad. If you pay overtime at a time and a third, doesn't affect sales or materials, so it doesn't affect throughput, but it does affect your factory cost, doesn't it? Because what's going to happen here is you're going to pay more labour, which means more factory costs. So you're going to increase your factory costs, not lessen them. So that would be a decrease there. If you get a lower price from a supplier, will that improve your sales less materials? Yes, it will. So that will be an increase as well. And if you change your electricity supplier, so you get a lower electricity charge per day for factory power, well, again, you are paying less extra costs here. And so because you're paying less fixed costs, you are going to increase. Don't forget, if you're enjoying the series, follow us on the next video and make sure you subscribe to the channel.